Ashley, what up? Oh yeah, definitely been a minute. It's been a minute. What it do? What's going on, Kenneth? How you doing? Hey, what's going on, Sean? Texas in the house, always. Mark Mitchell, Pacino. How much is your services? I have different services. There is not a one set service. So it's a very general question, but I don't really have a general answer for that. Depends on what service you need and how fast you want to get it done or whatever you need. I don't even know what you need to get done, so can't really tell you that right now. What's going on, Rick? How we doing? Good to maintain. Samba, what's up? Big ups.
Look at my eyes, deep in regret, holding a gun to my head, smoking my enemies out like a jewel. I'm a boy, little bitch, still like a tool.
Super Queen B, what's up? What's up? Sean, you got your credit score up to 754. Hey. That's great news, man. I love to see that. Little ambient sound here. We'll get started here in a second. Got some things to tell you about, okay? Let's see. Hey Jay, what it do? I'm trying to get started on one of your plugs. I sent DMs and all, and I am a current customer. I'm trying to get started on one of your plugs. Don't know what you mean by plugs. Which one of my plugs here? But yeah, it's always easier to reach out to us on the phone and not Instagram. Just let us know if you want faster response time. Because I mean, honestly, if I make a post on Instagram, sometimes I don't even make posts on Instagram like as much as I should, because if I make a post about anything on Instagram, I instantly get about 50 messages, like minimum, if not 100 messages. And so I'll go through and I'll respond to like 50, and then once I respond to them, they have a counter question or counter statement. So then I have, those same 50 I just responded to try to catch up. I got to go back to those again and respond to them. And so just like with anybody who does any type of customer service, if you're sending a message, an email, a DM, anything like that, most companies, they tell you, hey, give us 24, 48, 72 hours to respond, because they have so many people hitting them up. And if you're hitting my DM, you're just hitting my DM. It's like nobody else is responding in my DM. It is me who is responding in my DM. So I don't have any robots responding for me, any other people. It is all me. All right. So if you want faster service, definitely reach out to our 1-800 number, 1-833-556697, which is 1-8333, the letter J, and knows. 1-8333 knows. Yep. Just talking about that. So let me see. Let me see that live chat there again. The King, since watching your videos and being released from prison, I've gotten $150,000 in credits and loans, and I've started 4 businesses. P.S. I've only been out 11 months. Yo, that's crazy, man. Yo, big ups, man. That, I mean, not even no BS. Like that right there, like that's a come up. Because I promise you, bro, I promise you that there are people who've been watching me for 2 years, 3 years, or who've been on, not even me, just people who've been on YouTube watching different credit things out there, getting some good knowledge. Like, I'm not saying like I'm the holy grail of information. I'm not. I just give it to you real, and I might give a couple things you may not have known about, but there's a lot of information out here that people just won't go and research, man. And for you, like, it's different when you're hungry. Like, it's just different. Like, being a person who's been locked up, being a person who's had a felony charges, sorry, plural, being a person who comes from nothing, being a person who doesn't get opportunities because he doesn't have a high school diploma or college degree, being that person, I was hungry for information. I was hungry for how to generate wealth, income, credit, understanding tax laws and things like that. I was hungry for that because nothing was given to me. Nothing was easy for me. Nothing was just automatically assumed that I would receive. Like, I had to go and grind it out. It's a different mentality for a person who really truly wants it. You know what I mean? Like, you really truly want it to have that amount of credit. You want it to have, you know, some money to play with, invest with, start a business with, take care of your family with, not come out on the streets and have to go back because doing some BS because there's no other money to be made or it's very, very slow money. But you went and you did the work it took to get that done, man. And that takes nothing short of, like, you know, all the BS, all the people speaking negatively to you about it as you're trying to get yourself together, man. Like, that's just, it's a mental struggle just having to fight through that. You got friends, family, you got the system, everybody's against you, and you still make that happen, man. Like, that's huge, man. So, like, major salute to you, the King, whatever your name is, real name, it don't even matter. Like, you a king, period, just for doing that, okay? So definitely big ups to you. Make sure I didn't miss any messages before I get started. We haven't even got started yet, guys, so if you're just tuning in, don't tune out because we haven't even started. I'm just looking at messages right now, okay? So let's see. Brandon, what up, Brandon, man? What's goody? No excuses, man. No excuses. So yeah, King Talk, man. That's powerful, bro. Really, really, really powerful. But so let me go into what I want to talk about, and you guys can all, you all can come through and do all your messages here. The SBA inquiry recently, can it be removed? It's possible it can. If you've got the loan, I wouldn't try to remove it. I haven't done any testing on it because I currently have the loan, so I don't want to even try to remove my loan to be. I'm not gonna be no test dummy this time. Not for that. I'm not trying to mess up my loan. So I am not removing that loan right now because I don't want to be the cause of your loan being retracted, or I don't know, being in any trouble with that. I don't even want to mess with that particular loan as far as removing that. So right now, X-Slay on the SBA loan inquiry A, whatever, however you say that. All right. But I might be a little bit blurry because of the camera. Front-facing camera is on the iPad. I'm not sure how blurry it is. But hopefully you still see me in real time. I am not being choppy, and if I am being choppy, just make sure it's not on your side. Make sure. But I do have 5 bars where I am at right now, and I'm not going to move. So hopefully you all will be able to get all this information. Okay. Video's good. Thank you so much for that, Sean. Thank you. All right. So, first of all, thank you guys for still being subscribed to my channel. I know I haven't been posting a lot of videos lately, but of course, you know, doing a lot of work, having the family, having my child, you know, helping him with work, making sure that he's just not falling off, and doing other businesses as well. I haven't been making a lot of content on my YouTube channel, but you know, I've got some things in place. I've got some systems in place for my businesses. I've been working them to create systems, and so now I can give more time to my credit family and my credit followers. So you're definitely gonna see a whole lot more information now that I have everything lined up the way that I want to have it lined up. Okay, I'm somewhat of a perfectionist, so please excuse that. It's kind of a gift and a curse. All right, but let's talk about these bank loans. Like right now, of course, we're going through this virus time and everything like that. I'm not gonna go into a lot of that as far as like the belief system of the virus and all that, and about what's happening. What I do want to tell you about is on the financial credit side. Like right now, banks are shutting down people's credit cards who may default. Like they're shutting credit cards down even before you default. Okay, so if you get a letter in the mail or whatever like that, or you just happen to try to use your card and your card no longer works, that is because they shut your card down because they think that you might get in some trouble financially to where you can't pay it. All right, or if they see you having unusual activity, meaning that, okay, before the virus you were spending $1,000 a month on your credit card. After the virus, you started spending $5,000 to $8,000 a month on your credit card, and when you're paying it, you're paying the minimum balance. They're looking at that. So what they're going to do is they're going to start shutting down cards, or they're going to be lowering your credit limits based on your activity. Now, my activity, I do the same activity I was doing before. My activity has not changed, so my credit cards have a very, very low chance of getting shut down or getting the limits brought down because of my activity. You know, but what's happening is they are paying attention to the activity because they don't want to be at fault for having people who have all these credit cards, all this debt, and they can't pay it back because they don't have a job or income to pay it back. So watch how you're using your credit cards. All right, don't just be sitting there running up your credit cards knowing that you don't have no job right now. Don't run up your credit cards like, and I know it might be hard to do that, but if you got to rob Peter to pay Paul in a way with your credit cards, you got to do that unless you want those limits to be lowered or for your credit card to be shut down. Now, they can temporarily lower your limit and they can bring it back. So, you know, like if something is unusual, let's say you're at $10,000, they can bring you down to $3,000 limit. And then you can actually call them and they'll say, hey, if you want to get your limit back to $10,000, you need to pay at least $2,000 of your credit card today, and we'll bring it back up. Now, if you don't have the money to do that within that time frame, they're going to keep your limit where it is, and you won't be able to raise it back up that same way. It won't go from 3,000 back to 10,000. It'll go from 3,000 maybe to 4,000 after 6 months, something like that. But you won't reach that same glory of 10,000 anymore. All right, so just keep that in mind. Keep your spending habits on your credit cards, or I'll say don't change up what you're already doing. If you already have a consistent spending habit on your credit cards and it hasn't changed because of the virus, you can keep that up. But if you know for a fact that you've got more credit than you got money, you may not be wanting to swipe everything when you don't have the money to pay that stuff back, because it will hurt you in the end. Not only with credit cards right now, if you're trying to get a bank loan, a personal loan, I'm not talking about just businesses and all this EIDL stuff and all that. I'm talking about just getting a regular loan out here, or even getting a mortgage refinance. Like right now with Wells Fargo, you have to have $1 million in the bank to refinance your house. 1 million. Like everybody's got that, right? We just got $1 million just laying the F around, right? No, you got to have $1 million in the bank to refinance with them. Like that's just ridiculous. But these are the type of things that they're doing to make sure people actually have the money. If you're buying a brand new house now, a lot of banks are asking for more information. They're not asking for just your past 2 years bank statements. They're asking for, okay, over the past 6 months, what has been your average income? You know what I'm saying? Like, have you been able to survive the coronavirus and still maintain your current standard of living you had before? And they're looking at all of that line by line by line. Like, it is more, it is worse than it's been before, of course. Like, because they don't want to give away no loans for no mortgages or loans for a personal loan, and they can't get their money back. Like, loans are all about risk. It's a risk to reward system. Like, don't be surprised if you try to get a loan and they don't give you no money, and you know for a fact you don't have a job, or you know for a fact that your husband or wife's income was cut completely, and you know that you're not really going to be able to really pay that back truly. You're just trying to really help yourself out of a hole because you're in the hole. You know what I mean? But the reality of it is, these banks are doing what's best for them so that they don't go under. From the last crash they had, they're doing everything possible so they don't go under. So don't get mad at them for doing what they have to do to make sure that they stay afloat. If it was your business, how would you operate it? You know, you want to make sure you have calculated risk. Like, even with J Knows Credit, you might look at me and be like, okay, I don't want to give this guy, whether it's because of his hair, his nose, because it's just him and he's on the video or whatever, you don't know him, or whatever like that. You don't want to pay any money to J Knows Credit because you feel like I'm going to take your money or something like that. That's your personal feelings. You have your own personal risk to reward ratio. You could be like, I don't want to risk giving another credit person some money and stuff not either getting done or me not getting my money back. So that is your risk to reward. Now think about that when it comes to a business mindset, when it comes to somebody who actually owns a bank, giving away, loaning out billions of dollars, also having employees they got to take care of, make sure that they have food for their kids to eat and all that kind of stuff. So it's a whole lot bigger than just, I can't get a loan, or I can't get a credit card, or they lowered my limit, or they closed my credit card, blah, 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 blah. It's bigger than you. It's bigger than that. This is a whole business style mindset you gotta have. You gotta like kind of have an outer body experience about why these banks are doing what they're doing. You know, you're living in a new time right now to where money is not as plentiful. It's not as plentiful, like as far as just people giving it away. It's not as plentiful. You might say, well, I haven't had no setbacks. I get that. I'm talking about for the main, the majority. Look at the majority. The majority is not having an easy time getting money to pay bills. That's why they're getting relief. They got all these relief programs and all that, because the majority do not have access to, you know, additional income, you know. But what are you going to do when that check runs out, that unemployment check runs out? Are you doing something? I don't care if you're knitting. I had a lady just give me this right here, all right, because she sells them, all right. She's selling these. She makes these by hand, and she's selling these because she knows that her job probably ain't gonna come back, so she still got to eat. You know, so while you're not able to get a bank loan or a personal loan, or if something happens to where you get a credit card lowered or something like that, you know, what are you going to do about it? Like, what's your plan? What's your plan B right now? Like, you know, for those of y'all who may be watching this, you might be at home and you may not have any other income coming in. You know, what is your plan? What's your plan B? You know what I mean? Like, what do you plan on doing if you have to work from home, or if they cut your department? What is your plan? What is your plan for, you know, if you have kids and they're grown kids, all right, and now they can't work and you can't work, and you know, you can't pay your own bills, and now they have to come live with you. And now they're eating up all the food because, they don't have the money coming in. They got to eat your food. Like, what is your plan? Like, your plan has to be bigger than you. You can't just bank on these banks giving out money. You can't bank on getting this house if you already know your income has changed in the past 6 months. You can't bank on that job paying you. You can't bank on nothing else but your mentality about how you handle it right now. Like, your ideas, your thoughts. This is the time. If you're not business minded right now, this is the time to unlock that business mind. I don't care what it is. You better do something right now. So that way, if things do get worse or if things are prolonged, you are set up for success in some kind of way. You're going to have to supplement or something and not just depend on the credit. All right? Because keep in mind, credit is queen. Now, you might hear some people say credit is king and all that. I still don't believe that. That's fine. That's cute. But I still believe cash is king. But credit is still the queen on the board. All right? It still can move more. It still does more things. But it's still not the king. Even though the king can move one spot on the chessboard, it doesn't take away the power of a king either. All right? So you need to get some cash. You need to get some money. You need to get some cash. You need to do something. Take that cash and invest it. Or if you already know for a fact that your credit cards are going, or you already know you're going to max them out. You know you're about to go do some stuff with them. Hey, cool. Go max them cards out. Take that money and invest it in a business to where it's bringing you more money. And it don't matter if the credit card gets closed. It doesn't matter if the credit card limit gets lower. It doesn't matter if you get a loan or not, because you've already got all the cash you need to make all the moves you need to make. All right. And special shout out to my guy Brian. I just met Brian here at the Supercharger station. He works in Iowa. He said that I can fly he'll take me and I can fly a plane for free. He'll take me and let me fly the plane. You know what I'm saying? I give him my YouTube channel as well. So shout out to Brian, man, who works over here at Central Iowa Air. You know what I mean? I'm trying to go up there and fly some planes, man, and I want to get my own jet service and have a black-owned jet service. You know what I mean? Nothing against anybody who ain't black. Okay, so don't everybody. What about a white-owned black airplane jet company? Don't give me that crap right now. I don't want to hear it. All right, don't want to hear it. No negative energy right now, okay? I'm talking about having a black-owned jet company, because there ain't a lot of them. I don't know of any, all right? But, yeah, right now, guys, you have got to lock in to understanding that this ain't the time to be lazy. Lazy time is over. Like, you had that for, like, what, February, March, that time frame or whatever, all right? February, March time. You had your time to be lazy, all right? February, March, that was your time to be lazy. Right now, this ain't the time for you to be lazy right now. This is the time for you to start unlocking those thoughts about business. This is the time where you need to start talking to your kids about, what was that thing you want to do? What was that? You want to sell lollipops? You want to sell some lemonade right now? Like, yo, real talk, lemonade right now is popping. Lemonade. No cap. Lemonade. There are people right now selling lemonade, drop shipping lemonade, making a killing. I'm talking about lemons, water, sugar, maybe strawberries, maybe blueberries. They selling, man, lemonade. The 25-cent lemonade. They selling lemonade for like $1, $2, $3, and people buying it. And they making money. I'm talking about adults, not even kids. But this is the time where you need to start. Look, you need to get your kid a YouTube channel. You need to get your kid. You need to get a credit channel. If you're doing credit, you need to get a credit channel. Where your credit channel at? I'm not competing with you. I have no competition. I'm not competing with nobody. I'm competing with my credit score from last week. I'm competing with my credit limits from last year. I'm trying to get $1 million in credit cards. I'm trying to get $1 million in credit loans. I'm not competing with you. You might be competing with me. I ain't competing with you. Maybe you're a credit guy, you're trying to look at my goals and all that kind of stuff. Look, understand that I don't have competition. I am my own competition. So, with that being said, you need a credit channel? Get a credit channel. Do something. You love Apple? Get you an Apple channel. Talk about iPhones. Endorse something. All right? Get your Instagram, your TikTok. Dance somebody's songs. Have them pay you to make a dance to their songs or something. Do something right now, guys. This is not the time to be on no BS. This is the time for you to activate those thoughts in your mind and act on them. And don't just talk about it. Like, I'm talking about really taking action. Like, you really want success in that area. Okay? Hold on a second. I see you, Ashley. All right. But you really have to get this mentality. Like, I get people telling me all the time, like, Jay, I really needed to hear that. And I get where that's coming from. People give me, like, a little bit of an applause or whatever like that. And I don't do this for applause. I don't do this just because I want you to call Jay Knows Credit and pay for a credit service. I want you to understand that no matter if you pay for a service with Jay Knows Credit or not, Jay makes plenty of money outside of credit. So I'm not doing this for credit purposes, for me to look good. I'm doing this because I want more of my people to win. You have never met a person more authentically happy for your success than myself. As far as a stranger, I'm talking about your mama, of course. Your dad, of course. You know what I mean? Your sister, your brother, of course. You know what I mean? But I'm talking about somebody who don't know who the hell you are. You have never met a person like myself who cares more about you winning. Never. You won't meet anybody. You won't meet, especially not no credit person. You ain't gonna meet nobody who cares more about your success than me. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna put that out there. Nobody. Because I authentically love you. I authentically want you to win. I authentically have no malice towards you. I authentically don't speak anything bad over your life. Like, seeing you lose doesn't do nothing for me. You going to pay somebody else to do your credit and they fix it and you get an 800 credit score and you get $1 million in cash flow because of it, I am celebrating with you. If you go out here and you do whatever it takes, you grind, you do Uber Eats, you do DoorDash, you do Uber on the side, you sell plates out the back of your house, and then you rent your car on Turo every weekend just so you can be able to be 6 months ahead of. Look, I celebrate you. I literally love the fact that you are doing things, to get yourself in a better place. I love that. I really, truly love that. Not for any type of income benefit. Just literally, I want that. Especially if you're black. I'm sorry, doesn't mean anything against anybody who's not. But especially if you're black, because I want more of my people to win. If you win, if my people win, the whole ecosystem wins. My whole neighborhood wins. My whole universe wins when it comes to my people. So I'm very passionate about that. You may be like, you BSing. This ain't no BS talk, my ninja. This ain't no BS talk, queen. Sis, this is for real. I need you to be in a better position. I need you to have more power. I need you. You might be hiring my son later on. I don't know. He might want to get a job. My son might be partnering with your daughter because you created a legacy and they start a whole network of real estate companies or something like that. I don't know. But it could be because of what you started that passes on to your daughter, and your daughter hooks up with my son, and they get married, and now they're a power couple. They done changed the whole, they got a whole neighborhood. It's bigger than you. It's bigger than me. So my passion is not just for an upfront dollar. I care about no upfront dollar. I care about us growing, like the black dollar growing. I need that. I want to see that. I don't want to die and not see a black dollar manifest, like a black dollar uprising. I want to see a time in the next couple of years where I see nothing but black successful people everywhere I look. Like, I don't see no slumming ninjas just chilling on the porch, just strung out on dope or something like that, or waiting for the next hit or waiting for the next lick. I want to see like some powerful black men, some powerful black women that, you know, they can wear what they want, they can still be who they are, they can still be hood, talk how the way they talk, but they got wealth, they got money, they got power. That's what I'm passionate about. You know what I'm saying? So get your mind right. Get your mind right. Understand that it's bigger than you. Teach the next generation whatever you're learning. If you're learning from me, somebody else, 17 other different channels, I don't care. If you're learning from books, you're learning from your own reading, you're learning from your own experiences. Like, yo, it does you no good if you're not passing on any knowledge to other people. Maybe you don't want to give away all your keys, that's fine. But you need to pass something on to some other people, okay? Because all other communities empower their community. They give them the keys. We're not giving people the keys in our community, okay? You got to give away some more keys. If you want more bucks, if you want more bucks in your community, you're going to have to start helping some people with some knowledge. I ain't talking about giving away money. You got to start giving away some knowledge. But first you got to get some. You got to be applying some, man. You got to do something. You can't just be chilling. I mean, literally, like, if you win, we all win. Like, and people might not, like, you don't understand reciprocity. You don't understand, 7 degrees of separation. You don't know, like, when you're going to need somebody. I don't know if I'm going to need you in the next year or 3 months, or because of whatever you decided to do now. That can affect me. It can affect me positively or negatively, personally. It can affect my kid. It can affect my kid's kid based on what you did not do or what you did do. But most people don't look at that. All they look at is, well, right now, it ain't pleasing me right now. It ain't comfortable right now. This is hard. I don't want to do that. That ain't my passion. Blah, 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 blah. That's another thing. Please get out of this whole, it ain't my passion crap, so I can't do it. I'm not passionate about that because I can't do it. Right now, I got a business. This is a plug, by the way. I got a business, right? So this business, it costs you $90 to invest in, and you gotta do a little bit of work. I got a whole system. You follow a system for 2 weeks, and you can make $100 a day. After following the system for 2 weeks, 2 weeks or less, you make $100 a day. In this ecosystem, it is in the health and wellness industry, right? So people hit me up, and they're like, "Oh, it's health and wellness. Oh, that ain't my passion. I don't want to do that. I can't do that." Now, this same people don't have the money coming in, or they got money coming in and they comfortable thinking that it won't go away. But it's like, oh, I can't do that. And I don't like that kind of business. I don't like this. I don't like that. You don't like something, but you're broke, or you don't have the extra money you need to make other moves. See, you're worried about what you like, not worried about doing something you don't like to do so it can fund some stuff you do want to do. Okay? I don't like credit. Oh, you didn't know that? I don't like credit. I don't like credit repair. I don't like it. I do it. I know it. I'm good at it. It's not my passion. My passion is dancing, actually. I love dancing. Oh, you say whatever you want. I don't care what you say about dancing. Oh, this whatever. I love dancing. If I could dance and get paid, I would. But that dancing don't pay well. It don't. It don't pay well. Credit ain't my passion. I do taxes. Taxes ain't my passion. I do consulting. That ain't my passion. I do drop shipping. That ain't my passion. I sell health products. That ain't my passion. I got a health business. That ain't my passion. I do affiliate marketing, not my passion. I do direct mailing, not my passion. I do drop shipping, not my passion. I do more than that. I do trading. I do options trading. I do forex trading. Both. Still not my passion. But why do I do them? because they're funding a lifestyle for me to where I can have more time to do what I'm passionate about. See, I don't get that. See, you gotta do some things you don't like to fund the things you want to do for the rest of your life that you do like. But you got some of these books kind of maybe confuse you, or some of these people confuse you who might have some level of success, where they're telling you that you should only do what you're passionate about or don't do it. That's gonna keep you broke, sis, bruh. You can be a broke. There's a lot of painters out here that ain't selling no paintings, you know. But then there are painters out here who paint some really good paintings. They might sell one every 6 months, but they also got another side hustle, another business, or another job to take care of them. But their passion is still painting. They don't take anything away from their passion just because they're doing something they don't want to do. A lot of y'all working jobs you don't freaking like, and you're not getting paid what you're worth working that job, but you still go every day. Why? Because it's paying your bills. So don't give me this whole, I can't do something because I'm not passionate about it. Do it because money's in it. Oh, I don't want to learn about coding. Coding's, it could be the future, but I don't want to learn about it. Okay. Why don't you do that on the side while you do your job or business, and while you're building something else, whatever, but don't knock it, because there could be a lot of money in that. Or in anything, doesn't matter what it is. The point is, you got to get in an uncomfortable place if you want an uncomfortable blessing. Now, let me make that clear for you. Where your comfort is, there is no money there. Where you are comfortable, money, wealth does not live there. The money, the wealth that you want is in that uncomfortable place that you don't want to ever get to. That's in that place where you got to keep doing the repeated work that you don't like to do. You got to keep doing that stupid stuff. It's boring. It's mundane. But you got to do that boring, mundane stuff to get to that wealth you want to see. But we procrastinate the boring, mundane stuff to do the comfortable flicking of the Instagram, to do the comfortable flicking of everybody else's life on Facebook. You like life searching. You like double tapping. You like looking through everybody else's life, knowing you got ish to do. You got stuff to do. Right now, it's 8:54 Eastern Time. There's stuff that you have not completed that should be completed by midnight. But you're going to put it off. You're going to sit on the toilet. You're going to flick Instagram. You're going to double tap. You're going to play a video for 30 seconds. You're going to play for a minute. You're going to do one of the little keep watching buttons. You watch it for 4 minutes. Then you're going to go to Facebook. You're going to scroll. You're going to double tap. Oh, that's crazy. Somebody's going to message you. What you still doing up? Nothing, girl. Go to sleep. Stop watching me. Ain't you supposed to be asleep? Boy, bye. Get out of here, Felicia. Bye, Felicia. Blah, 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 blah. You're going to do all that. It's going to be midnight. You're going to get nothing done. Then you're going to complain, oh, I ain't got time to do nothing. I ain't got time. I ain't got time. I ain't got time. You done spent 3 hours on Instagram and Facebook just flicking, not doing no networking, talking about BS, posting words that don't matter, posting words you get 3 likes of, you about to get 2 comments and comment back and forth, but you ain't get nothing done for your business. You ain't get nothing done for your goals. You ain't get nothing done for your income for next week. You ain't get nothing done for your food for tomorrow. You ain't get nothing done for your bills for next month. And you got the nerve to say that you ain't got no time. You got the nerve to say that you working right now on your business. You got the nerve to say you working on your business? How? Where to work at? Let me see it. Where to work at? See, there should be some evidence of some work. If you do work, there's evidence produced of income from that business. There's evidence produced of meetings or something to get you to more money. There's working in your business and working on your business. 2 different things. If you don't know that, Google that. I ain't got time for that message tonight. You know? But You have got to stop thinking you deserve something. Oh, and I'm talking to men and women right now. Men and women. You don't deserve nothing. You don't deserve it. You don't deserve, I deserve this. I've been through all this. I deserve it. You don't deserve nothing. A kid can be born, live their whole life broke in the slums of Africa and die. And they can die at 15, they can die at 34, they can die at 6. Living in the same situation. Did they deserve that? You go through a little first world problem, a little boyfriend, a little husband cheating on you, a little, I don't give, it don't even matter what it is. Your car broke down, you didn't get a diploma, blah, 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 blah. Oh, now you deserve something? You don't deserve nothing. You don't deserve it. If you got it, great, but you don't deserve it. That ain't how it works. Just thank God you're in a good position where you're at. Just be thankful. You can be thankful, but you don't deserve it. You don't deserve no good man. You don't deserve to be treated a certain way. You don't deserve nothing. Get out of that. You're supposed to be given something. It's because you are there. Because you're a person. You're supposed to automatically get something. That ain't how life works, man. If you really want it, you go after it. And be thankful you have the ability to go after something, because everybody doesn't even have the ability. They don't have the resources to be able to do some things that you can do. People have the nerve to tell me, well, Jay, I can't do this because of blah, blah, blah. I don't care. I don't want to hear it. It's nothing but excuses. You're lying to yourself. You're trying to get somebody else on your side and be sympathetic with you. That is not Jay. Jay's going to tell you, you effed up. That's why I don't have a lot of friends right now, because people want to be around people who always praising how good they do. Oh, you doing so good. You so great. You got your credit score up. Man, you just great. You just doing this. But see, that's not me. I'm going to get on you. I'm going to be on you. It ain't going to be like, everything's all praising. No. My ninja, you effed up. Hey, sis, you effed up. Get your ish together. But see, everybody don't want to hear that. And see, some of y'all right now, y'all have cut some ties with some good mother effers. Y'all cut some ties with some good people. You had a good friend. You had a good girlfriend, a good boyfriend, and you cut that person off because they told your ass the truth and you didn't like it. You probably need to go apologize. You probably need to go reach out to their inbox, unblock their ass, and tell them, look, I'm sorry. I was wrong. I was in my feelings. I was dumb. You were right. Oh, that takes a lot. Woo! That takes growth. You may not want to do that. That may not be where you are mentally yet. But if you say you want it, you want a different life, you want growth. Do you really want growth, or are you just talking about it? Because see, I really want to grow. I really, truly want to grow. Do you really want to grow? Or are you just like talking about growing? You like telling everybody else about, the little speck they got in their eye, and you got this big ass 2x4 in your eye, you don't want to get it out. You like telling other people what they need to do, and you don't do none of that stuff yourself. It's sad. Now people say things like, what I'm saying, it's cool doing stuff online or whatever like that. Look, let me tell you right now, my life is cool in real life. Is your life cool in real life? Not just online. It's good, you can show something online, but is your life really as good as how you portray it as online? Is it that good? Only you know that. Right now it's getting dark. When the house gets quiet, when everybody goes to sleep, when ain't nobody online where you can talk to, you gotta deal with you and your thoughts and your mind. And you gotta talk to yourself like, yo, am I living a lie? Am I living the truth? Am I really growing? Do I really want what I say I want? You gotta deal with that. The wee hours of the night, midnight, 1 a.m., 3 a.m., 5 a.m., whatever. You got to go pee in the morning. Whatever the case may be, you got to deal with you every day. Social media, you can lie to all day long. But the reality is, you got to live with it. You got to live with that reality. But yeah, y'all know how I do. You get a little bit more than just banking information. That's what the video is about as far as the top goes. But hopefully you got more than that. And you know, I ain't gonna hold y'all up. More videos on the way. But I'm gonna do less announcements and more action. So this is Jay. Jay Knows Credit signing out. You know, credit is queen. And you know, y'all have a great night. Hopefully y'all got something from this though.